Pike's pushed Morton forward up ahead. He's got out of line. Is now Pike going to have a go at Werrell? Don't push him off. He's in the championship fight. Jack Werrell chasing down Carl Jacklin. Further down, Rob Williams and Chris Barnes.
Sensational run outside line now though for the heavy braking zone. Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly. Miller's still such up. He's left on second and change. All of a sudden, Miller's back in play.
Coming down to the side. We have it! He's going to get it!
He's on the outside line though, going into the fastest corner on the circuit. Surely this can't work.
Dominic Ligner has got a sensational run outside line now though for the heavy braking zone. Around the outside goes the Audi R8.
Look how much Miller's caught back into play. Exactly. Miller's still such up. He's left on second and change. All of a sudden, Miller's back in play.
Go Barry, do it! Big Barry's going to do it! Big Barry! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Racers Elite Mixed Series Round 10, live from Richmond Raceway. We did have a change from the initial calendar as well, and now we are doing the Xfinity at Richmond, and it's going to be an interesting race, as it always is here as well. I am James Parfitt. I'm joined in the booth by the one, the only, the mighty Dean Biggles, who will be here with me here this evening as well. We were supposed to be at the Chili Bowl doubleheader, but we have changed to NASCAR Xfinity at Richmond. 163 laps, 10 minutes of quality, 2 fast repairs, no incidence limits here as well, and we're on this 3/4 mile D-shaped oval. The width of the track itself 60 feet with a 10-foot apron, the banking 14 degrees in the turns, 8 degrees on the starting line, and 2 degrees on the back stretch. It's going to be an interesting one, if nothing else, and I am really looking forward to it. Let's bring Dean Biggles into the booth and have a chat with the man himself here as well. Dean, welcome in there, sir. How are you?
Howdy, partner. Doing pretty good here over here in the US of A, Richmond Raceway, of course, and others classic tracks. It is going to be very, very tough on these drivers there as the Aurora car. I hope you can see the 33, James, because not a lot of straight, a lot of turning. And we've seen so far, just in the practice session, James, drivers just really, getting a little bit out of control. But then again, perhaps they're just pushing it for the practice session. Hopefully not so much in the race. I would be expecting a ton of cautions, but James, I would have to say so. We're about 16 on the grid.
Yeah, we've got 16 cars on the grid. I'm hoping we don't get 16 cautions, right? Because, some of us, like me in the UK, do want to go to bed at some point. But one of the things I'm going to be looking out for as well, and I think it's coming off the initial banking situation. We've got 14 degrees in the turn. We've got 8 degrees at the start line. and they're coming down from 14 to 2 degrees on the backstretch. It's gonna be absolutely insane, and a lot of people, what they've done is that.
Exactly.
That's exactly
You called it,
what
James.
they've been doing. They've been
called
coming off. Are they coming off the corners, going down onto the lower banking, and boom, going round exactly like that one is as well. Poor old John Schoenbachler there as well, coming down and going off. That's going to be one of the problems, Dean. I think we've got to look out for that variation in banking, backstretch, back corners is going to be, well, hopefully it'll be a little bit cleaner than that was.
It's very, look at that, even a tap of the wall in the background, you can see there from one of the drivers. It's going to be very, very difficult. It's why this track is a difficult one to master, but if you master, of course, it's one of those trophies that you do have in the cabinet. At the moment, quickest time is a 21.15, I believe, from Corey Cornwall. But that's just practice. Oh, look at that. And he has a little bit of spin coming out of the corner. That's Brendan Honeycutt. It doesn't really matter because the session is over, but the real session, the important session right now, to say, James, is your qualifying, because you do not want to be at the back of the pack, considering there's a good chance that there's going to be an incident early.
Good chance. I think good is a slight word that we really, I can think, put to the complete side, you know, because I think there is going to be chances. It's whether or not we're going to be plus or minus 5, right? Let us know in YouTube chat if you are here and you are having a watch. Let us know what you think, whether or not it's going to be plus or minus 5. Me personally, I think we're bordering on the lines of the 7 to 10 mark for cautions. Just me. I don't know about you, Dave. What do you think?
7 to 10 sounds about right. Actually, where is our regular chatters out there? Hello, say hello. Don't be too scared. We don't write too much. Give us your information out there, your predictions so far at this one. Just having a look at the moment, James, if I can see if I can pull up well, you know what, we can just ride on the cockpit. Now, it's a lot easier riding on the cockpit, isn't it, when you're riding on the car, you can't get the elevation there. But hug the wall, like your favourite grandmas Martin Brundle would say, rump up of Diego Rodriguez. Look at the oversteer that he had to correct it on. That's going to compromise this lap.
That alone will be the issue that these drivers are going to contend with. It's got to be able to get down as well. We can show you their gearing and what they're going to be running. I'm probably on the higher side that they're going to be running in 4th for most of the circuit. Look down in the bottom right hand corner, they're in 4th now. He's going round at about on board with Austin Smith, topped out about 140 on that run round the D part of the oval. Of course, here we go again into the corners, 139 touching, give or take, here as well. It's not going to be a very fast situation. One of the things they're going to be looking out for, he managed to hit 148 there as well. So Austin's really got that car geared up in a way that's going to allow him to rock up through the gears a lot quicker than most of the other people who have, like Diego, who didn't quite get to the 148 mark. So it's going to be an interesting one to see how that one works out. I think 16 cars on the grid. We know it could go anyway in NASCAR, Dean. I think that's the situation.
Absolutely right there, James. Sorry, I was a little bit proper. It's to give you an indication that we spoke about this before, right? When they say you're only going to go left, it's easy, right? These cars, it's easy. Just go left, just go left. It's not, because you saw how much the drivers had to overcorrect it. You go, Todd's going to come out there and do a hot lap. A few drivers are still going to do some hot laps. It is a lone qualifying, so you don't have to worry about the other cars. But you'll see the steering wheel. It will go a lot left. The middle of the steering wheel, of course, where that little bar is. They will get right down to the edge of the screen almost in this point when you are in race conditions, when those tyres start working off. But have a look at this. Todd's just going to warm up the tyres there. He's going to get ready for that run that he's going to do for his qualifying run. And you'll see he's getting their final turn 3 here, turn 4. Essentially to get on there, past Barney, give him a wave there. Now he's on the loud pedal. You can see it gets up to 130, 40-esque miles an hour. You watch the overcorrections that they have to do. It's not just turn left. You come out of the corner here right now, and then you'll see the swing back there, James. That's what you've got to do.
Yeah.
So it's not just easy turning left.
The problem is, it's like anything, isn't it? You give it too many beans and literally you're going to be sliding them tyres up. And after 10, 15 laps of continuously doing that, them tyres are going to be screaming at you. You're not even going to really want to comprehend what they're going to be doing They're going to be sliding. They're going to be losing time. Slauson goes into 6th place there last time. Well, his best times was his last one on a 22:05. So I think overall, these short tracks, although they look easy, they're tough. They are tough compared to some super speedways, Dega and things like that. I would probably prefer to be on a super speedway than a track like Richmond, than a track like Martinsville, because they are just so tight to work around. And 16 cars, anything could happen here, Dean. And I think it could be a long one unless they all end up single filing around this race circuit. I think that's what they're going to have to do, to be honest.
Yeah, you may see 3 wide at best, 4 wide, 5 wide. And somebody's definitely visiting the medical center. Joshua says, let's go Midwest Motor Sports team. Get you that information. James going to know who is the Midwest Motorsports. Joshua as well, are you a race driver? We're waiting for at least a handful of drivers at the moment, James. We've only had 10 put the qualifying laps in, but we do have another 6 or so waiting down the pit road. Not quite sure what they're waiting for because you've got not that much time left for qualifying.
Midwest Motorsport consisting of Truth Hoke, Joshua Neal, Corey Crowell, and Austin Smith. So there you go. Good evening, Michael Smith. How are you? Joshua Neal, and welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on the bells, because trust me, it's kicked off for 2024, and there's a lot more coming up next week on the JPB YouTube channel. We've got a bit of everything. Clio's, MX-5, Radicals at Tsukuba, if you like that. We've got the launch of the European Nascar Series. They're kicking off from Daytona as well, so that's going to be starting as well. There's a lot going on next week, so tune in and you can come along, I'm sure, at any point of your day and watch some racing that is happening here as well. Brandon Honeycutt puts it in 7th place at the moment. Ian Campbell's just jumped on as well. Andrew Teft once more here is also on, just starting his hot lap now is Mr. Teft, and as Brandon Honeycutt does come round, what sort of time is he going to get on the board? Is it an improvement? Yes.
Oh yeah,
goes up into
P3.
3rd.
That's not bad. Not a bad place to be. How about Tef at the moment here? One of the boss man, the 98 machine for the Ford. Not much of a difference, of course, in the car performance like you'd see in LMP2s and GT3s and stuff like that. But Tef is abandoning this lap for sure.
No, he's put it in second.
Sorry about that one, James. Yeah, it's qualifying so fast here. It's over.
Put it in. Yeah, he put it in second there as well. Ian Campbell's just gone second. Once more, Tef's gone down to 3rd. Brandon Puffenberger in 4th. Brandon Honeycutt 5th. Corey Crowell 6th. John Schoenbachler 7th at the moment. Truth Hoke in 8th. Todd Slauson 9th. And Josh Neal brings up the 10th place. Josh in YouTube chat and also in the car. Good job, Josh. Well done to you, sir.
He's a man of many talents. Oh, well, we'll see how you go, because, of course, if there are cautions, we're going to try to pull some of those drivers in for a yarn with us in the booth, because we do want to hear about how the drivers are feeling with their cars, the performance of tyres, exactly you should mention, James. I wouldn't imagine, well, with probably a few cautions, we'd expect tyres aren't going to be that much on the rim, per se, right? Is it down to the what do you call it? Down to the steel part of the tyres, but... So 3 more drivers out there. You get the hot laps in there. That's Braxton Brannett, Kesley Smith, and Michael Brooks. And by the way, I forgot to tell you that, James. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
We haven't spoken, I don't think, because this is our first broadcast in 2024 together.
Yeah, it is. It was an interesting one for me. Do you know how interesting it was, dear Biggles? I fell asleep with the wife at 10:30, and I didn't wake up till 9 o'clock the following morning. So I have no idea. I had to watch the fireworks, the London fireworks, back the following morning because I missed them live. I slept. I'm not a big New Year's celebratory. Woo! woo kind of person.
You get to our ages, James. I'm whacking. You know, we're not that excited about another
It's
New
just
Year
another
much.
day, mate, isn't it? You know, it's just going forward a day. It just makes me realise that I was born even longer ago when I hit 2024, and I was born in 1978. So, you know, I just sit back and go, meh.
You're lucky you're not in Panama, my dear friend, when it comes to New Year's, because the fireworks are going off tooth and nail, left, right, and centre. It started about 9 o'clock because anybody can buy fireworks. You don't need a license for them here. So, and they're cheap and they just go crazy everywhere. So, good luck if you can sleep through that. You probably could sleep through it, James, but no.
Apparently, I slept through fireworks, mate. The wife woke up and she was like, "Did you not hear the fireworks?" I was like, "Babe, I was asleep." Like, mate, I was knackered. I went and saw Craig Jones, of course, who a friend of JPB's, who's just come out of hospital. I went to see him.
Oh yeah, how is he?
He's fine. Yeah, he's up and running. Well, I wouldn't say running. He's up, and he's back home, so that's all good. So I went down and saw him on New Year's Eve. But then by the time I got back home at 8:30, mate, I was shattered. I you know what I mean? Spoke to the kids for a bit, kissed them Happy New Year. They were like, "Dad, it's not 12 o'clock." I was like, "Yes, but Dad's likely to be asleep." And that was it. I went to bed and I was knackered. 10:30, sleep. See you later. So that was my New Year, dear sir.
Well, at least you got to see your
Did
dear
you
friend.
go out? Did you go out?
No.
anywhere New Year's Eve?
I stayed at home. As I said, I'm over all that sort of New Year's celebration jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, mate. Honestly, I didn't really mind. To be fair, I wasn't. I was too tired to care.
Yeah, but you got
at
a
that
family
point.
and everything, James. Yeah, I'm a single man. I can go out and do whatever I want, but I just elected that I'm going to stay home, so it's fine. Hey, guess what? The qualifying's over because we had a couple of drivers didn't even elect to do a qualifying. But James, I'll tell you what. Right now, I can show you the grid, and that'll be the same grid we saw GS before.
Yeah, here we go with the grid once more. Austin Smith out in front for that Midwest Motorsports team with Ian Campbell in second. Andrew Teft starts off row 2 alongside Brandon Puffenberger. On row 3, we've got Brandon Honeycutt, Corey Crowell. On row 4, John Schoenbachler and Truth Hoke. On row 5 is Todd Slauson and Josh Neal. On row 6, Gordon Spain and Diego Rodriguez rounds out your top 12. On from that, George Sprinkle and Kensley Smith with Michael Brooks and Braxton Barrett bringing up row 8. Well, that's the 16 runners and riders once more. We are going to have this pace lap, and then we're going to be up and running, and a green we go for 163 laps. I'm giving it about 20 laps before the first caution. Biggles, what do you reckon?
Less than that. Sorry. Considering the troubles that some of these drivers have been experiencing in those very turns that you mentioned there, James, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we are hoping for green flag racing for as many as possible. You never know. You never know until they get going.
You never know, but it's a short track with 16 drivers, a variation in banking. What possibly could go wrong? Well, we're going to find out.
Wheel to wheel,
Race
door
drivers,
banging.
Yep. Yes, sliding off the 14-degree banking before they drop down very far down before that as well, down to the 2 degrees on the back stretch and 8 degrees on the front part of the oval. So let's see here as well. Not quite sure where Austin Smith is off to there, but wherever he's going, that's his suspension arm once more as we're heading around here as well. Well, buckle up, guys. Get ready. Get your drinks. Get your popcorn. Sit back and watch some great racing as Austin gives it a little bit of a wiggle there as well to make sure he's got some heat into his eyes. Does it do a lot? Who knows? But let's have a look.
You know, Kimi Räikkönen in Formula 1 never did that. When you see the cars wiggling all the time, he never did that. Like, all the other drivers would be wiggling around like crazy. Kimi Räikkönen would be sitting there, ice cool, not a problem. I can handle cold tires. I'm finished.
Mate, the thing is, he handled a lot, didn't he, Kimi? You know what I mean? Never forget him going full flat at Spa for a big chunk of smoke.
Yeah.
Didn't slow down once, just went full bore. Right, but let's get this race up and running. We are going to be green. It is green. And Austin Smith takes the whole shot there as well with Andrew Teft, Ian Campbell, Brandon Honeycutt and Brandon Puffenberger there rounding out the top 5 as we start getting this race underway. Lap 1 is on, up and running, and everybody's through cleanly at the moment. Let's hope this continues, Biggles, but a great start from Austin Smith right at the start.
Yeah, he hooked it up perfectly, didn't he? And he got away with it. That's the advantage of being on pole, I'd have to say, in short raceways like this. You're up down the road there. You don't have to worry too much about what's happening in your mirrors. This is the gaggle of cars that's further back at the moment. You can see both the Brandons battling it out. Brandon Huffenbarger and Brandon Honeycutt. Tooth and nail, as you see, that's a 13 machine versus the 19 machine on the outside. 20 just behind them, Corey Poverol. Truth, not a lot of position gainers and losers. Some are electing to stay up near the wall there, James. I'd imagine that they were trying to conserve their tyres a little bit if we do go many more green flag races. We're about to start lap 4 soon. There's a little bit of tangle on the fence.
Yeah, slight little contact with the wall there. You can see Puffenberger running that inside line. He hasn't varied from that line at all. You can see the outers there as well. There is a spinner in the back. I think that's George Sprinkle. May have just, or true, was it George Sprinkle? It was George Sprinkle. Sprinkled a little bit too many beans through the accelerator there, and unfortunately for Sprinkle, he's still sprinkling. You want to turn that sprinkle off, did it? Otherwise you are going to get yourself in trouble. But you can see the difference in lines with Honeycutt on the right hand side, on the left hand side now as you're looking at the car. He's just running that inside line, that shorter line that, you know, is like anything, it's always a faster line. But he is putting more pressure on his tyres. You can see Ian Campbell mixing it up there as well. He's got the 19 of Puffenbarger as well, and you can see the 20 of currently Corey Crowell going round. So it seems the higher line is working better than the inside line at the moment on lap 6.
Yeah, because they get a little bit of the draft off the wall as well. And you're left high and dry on the inside, clearly, as you can see at the moment there. Campbell needs to rely on getting as close as he possibly can to the 59 machine. The 59 machine does not want to come back down on the releases. And exactly. And he's not getting a tow from anybody. Now, Austin's gambling it too much on the inside. They're not going to get too abreast just yet there. Austin Smith's way... Oh, look at that. Austin Smith is gone, my friend. He's gone. But if I was Austin Smith, I wouldn't want to be burning your tyres too much because, you know, chances of a caution will come into play. Then again, he could jump into pit road there and have a huge advantage right now, James. Yeah, 156 to go, 8 of 163.
There we are, we're just settling in now. Everybody just trying to knock off these laps as best they can. They're single file pretty much all the way through the field. I think everybody's realised that that inside line doesn't work as well as the outside. You can see George Spain trying to make a move on the inside of Todd Slauson. Let's see if he manages to make that work. He didn't, but if he comes up any higher, there's going to be a car of Josh Neal tucked up on his inside there. He's going to have to be a little bit careful here because Neal was not afraid of sticking his nose up on the inside there as they're running down that backstretch now into turn 3 and 4. Biggles, oh, big snaps there. But Andrew Teff in that 98, managing to hold on at the moment.
Got the job done. Got the job done. Made his way up. Currently... well, he dropped it down, of course. It's Brandon that got his way up there. That's the 19 machine. So he's gained 2 positions in this race so far. The other 2 out-of-powered machine. He's like, come on, guys. Don't let Austin get up the road there. Catch him. It's like a racehorse at a racetrack with the bunny up the road. The bunny at the moment is Austin.
Yeah, definitely as well. And I think Austin's just done what he needed to do. He's out in front. He's 3 seconds out in front, which is absolutely massive. This early on, we're only on lap 11. Now, I predicted lap 20. Biggles said it would be a little bit before that. And at the moment, I'm heading in the right direction. I do love it when I get certain things right there, Biggles. I don't get everything, actually. But I'm hoping that these guys are going to realise that it's a long race. 163 laps. Ian Campbell trying to go up the inside of True Folk on that 59. The 59 does go and tag the wall. You saw a big puff of concrete come out behind him. And they're still running in this line, and I think this is probably the best thing to do. You kind of don't want to be going at it too early. You know, you've got a long race. It's guaranteed that there probably is going to be a caution. So the last thing you really want to do, Biggles, is go at it hammer and tongue straight away at the beginning.
I love it when a plan comes together. To remember that one from... I don't love it too much when there's door banging and the cars coming together, but then again, as entertainment perspective, we do like it, and they are going for it. Now, this is where, remember, those tyres start to come into play a little bit. Thinking about it, 13, look at it go in the middle at the moment. There's the 12, that's the 13. All we need is 11 right now. and a 12 and a 15, and we'll have a full straight
Yeah.
of cards.
Too wide, round turn 4 here as well. You can see on the inside is the 13 at the moment. That is Brandon Honeycutt still trying to run that inside line. He's got the 12 of Ian Campbell tucked up right in front of him. They're trying to pull each other along. I don't know really what is going to be.
You're going to go here, guys.
No,
Come on!
going off.
Unlucky for some.
Yeah, Honeycutt managed to make it work there, but boy, oh boy, was the 59 of the Reeses coming down of Truth Hoke. He nearly went across the front here. He's got to be careful. He's sticking his nose in places that ain't always justified and probably not needed either. I think that Biggles is going to have to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, all these drivers have to be very cautious right now there, James. Easier said than done. Gordon's just on the outside there. You can't quite see it, but I'll show you the camera angle. There's the 33 Oreo machine. Written like the Ritz there with the Mountain Dew of the 88. I have a story, actually. One of the ladies that live here in Panama, she said her father was the one that invented the Mountain Dew recipe. Anyway, we'll talk about that one later on. But we continue. Yeah, apparently sold it, of course, very cheap for a price back in the day. But anyway, we're here for motor racing. We're not here for sipping on some soda. Oh, there's door banging.
They definitely are. They're going at it, hammer and tong here. Todd Slawson, Truth Hoke, Gordon Spain, all sitting there, but at the moment trying to get into positions. Lap 19, and we've not hit a caution as of yet. You see the 88, the Mountain Dew car as well of Truth Hoke, Todd Slawson. Hoke's just hit the wall. That's going to not be ideal for them as they come out of turn 3 into turn 4 now. Hoke, unfortunately, is going to lose a couple of positions. Honeycutt's going to try and take that inside line. Honeycutt's not deviated, Biggles. He's literally just stayed on that inside line. He come up for a few laps, joined the line of cars that was taking part, but apart from that, he's just been where he is, and John Schoenbachler is into the pits early on.
Maybe not a bad idea. Maybe because he's expecting a caution coming up there soon. James, there he goes, back in pit road. But yeah, obviously the battle's occurring at the moment. Or sometimes you're feeling, second driver coming into pit road as well too there, James. So you are predicting pretty early days. Puffin's gone in. The old Puff Stop. Hey, mate. Sorry if I nicknamed you that, but it's a cool name. I love it.
To be fair, they're on lap 22. It's a little bit early, a little bit. But depending on what they're obviously in the car, they know what's going on. You can see Corey Crowell is trying to have a go.
Caution.
And there we go. Caution's out.
I believe this is a stage caution. I don't think that there's any... No, there's no...
Drama.
There's no drama. No, there's stage caution. Which means, but where's Austin? Austin's all the way in the back stretch right. He's caught a pace car, and he can't go any faster, James. So maybe this is a good gamble for those drivers that have gone back into pit road. Here's Brandon coming out of pit road right now. Remember, he'll be in 14th place, but he won't have to go back in there. Austin, so they're all going to come in now. Line of stone. You'd be crazy not to. Yep, there they go, James.
Absolutely. You'll be making no sense not coming in now. If you've got this free stop, which you have got at the moment, you might as well come in and get it sorted out, because the last thing you really want to do is stay out when everybody else is coming in. So you've got to make sure that you can join on with the pack. That's the last thing. You really don't want to be losing the pack in general, because obviously, although tow on short tracks works different to the way it works on super speedways, you still don't want to be losing the cars in front. It's still going to play a big enough effect where you end up losing loads of places, and you really don't want to be doing that, especially on lap 24, Biggles.
And this all, well, I mean, I was going to say it really did hurt Austin Smith, because he had such a huge gap, right? And they had to catch that pace car, and then everybody had bunched up. So if he didn't have an opportunity to go into pit road, let's say, for example, James, if you would have read that one and said, look, I'm going to go in that lap earlier, get the fresh boots on, he would be in the lead of this race right now, which he still is, essentially. George is going to go in. He's the one that like to stay out one more lap. There's the 21 machine. But then again, you have to remember too, isn't it? Even if you do happen to Well, Austin Smith's not way back down here, isn't he? Look at that. Austin Smith's down here. Big time. What happened?
Well, I haven't seen anything happen with Austin Smith. I've got to be honest, there's nothing propped up.
He's going super slow.
Maybe he's doing a last to first challenge. I don't think he's got an issue.
I don't understand that. I mean, he came out of pit road first, really. Andrew Teff's now leading this one. But yeah, even if you do happen to come out first after all that advantage that you make, remember, once the pace car bunches you back up, yeah, it's the same situation all over again, isn't it? So having a massive advantage.
I haven't seen any rules regarding the fact that the leader has to drop to the back. I know they're on 65% fuel.
Is there anybody we can pull in real quick there, James? I don't know if we do it. The pace car lights are still on.
We're probably going to end up getting suffering on that one, but I don't think, I can't see any rules that say that they need to go to the back. Not that he has, he's in 12th, mind you, but unlimited tyres, 65% fuel, nighttime, 2 fast repairs.
Maybe anybody in the chat can help us out with that one, please?
Maybe,
Michael?
yeah.
Just driving. Michael Smith's not driving. Yes.
Josh Neal's driving.
Josh is.
Yeah, Josh is driving.
Josh is, yeah. Full positions gained too for the 82 machine. From
He's
Indianapolis.
doing really well.
Can we come and crash at your sofa for the Indianapolis 500, Josh?
Ooh, that'd be cool. Or, guys, you could obviously look at booking yourself some tickets for the Richmond Raceway. Kicking off, I believe, on the 29th of March. Kicking off with the Toyota Spring Race Weekend with the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour Race on Friday, March 29th. So you can go and check that out as well. Xfinity on the 30th. And then the NASCAR Cup Series on the 31st. But we are back up and running. Andrew Teff takes the whole shot. Gordon Spain, Brandon Honeycott, Ian Campbell, Kensley Smith are your top 5. Once more, as they're going to be settling in here. It's going to be working their way out again, Biggles, I think. Sorting out who's going to be in what line and making sure they stay well within that line for each other.
And James, no difference whatsoever in the tyre strategy. They've all boxed, they've all got fresh boots on there. Only 1 lap difference for some of those drivers who sort of went in 1 lap earlier. That's the only difference you can have right now. 1 lap's not going to make it that much of a difference, but a little bit further back, remember you have Kensley, who's gained 10 positions there for the number 15 machine, battling it out with the Ford there of Ian Campbell for the number 12, who's dropped a couple of places, but still in it, you know. Got to be in it to win it in the last couple of laps. Another caution, James. This is actual a crash caution. That's George. And I'm guessing, James, you know what's going to happen here. You know what corner he's lost it on.
Yeah, but it looks like going up into the banking, into turn 3 for George as well. There he is. He's come out of 2.
Oh no,
okay.
he's turned in.
Oh, there was contact.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether or not he really should have been looking up on the outside there.
He slowed
That's
big time.
Yeah, and then
turned.
the 87.
Oh, that seems like there might be a technical issue or something there, James, because he just lost completely all the gas there. And it seemed like that there was some sort of like, you know, the cat's jumped on your lap or a dog or something like that's happened.
Strange
Spoke
one,
about
really,
that the other day, right?
Think about it. Yeah, I've had that as well. Well, I haven't, but somebody else I know has. But yeah, people back into the pits again. Austin back in once more here as well. So yeah, gonna be. I don't want to say caution breeds caution, but it's looking like it could well be breeding that situation. I just hope we're not at a plumber's party with a load of leaky taps and the cautions are leaking. So
I've never been to a plumber's party with a load of... Is that what plumbers do for a plumber's party? They get a whole bunch of just leaky taps and go, all right, let's go fix it, gentlemen.
yeah, it's a plumber's convention. Jeez, have you never been there?
No, I haven't.
there's a speed competition to see who can fit the.
That's not a party. That's just a
fix the tap the quickest, and then they all sort of celebrate it.
Right.
So it becomes a party. God, have you not lived, Biggles? You've never been to a plumbers convention?
No. Usually I was at like the Playboy parties in Las Vegas and things like that. So I don't know what you were doing, James, but I was doing something a little different than you.
I tell you what, you wish, old man. I tell you, unless you're.
No, I have been there. All right, I've been on that infinity pool. Looks over the Palms Hotel. Okay, with Playboy models and stuff like that. Hey, I've been to Hugh Hefner's Playboy mansion. All right, so yeah, you go to your plumbing conventions. Then again, you're a married man, see, so I have that luxury.
Yeah, I've got to go to the plumbers convention. I couldn't.
That's
really
what you do when you're married with children.
Yeah, I couldn't really get away with that one, mate. I'm afraid. I think the wife may terminate my life. So
you were young once. You were single once.
I was. Do you know? I can't actually remember what single life was like, my dear sir. It was such a long time ago. You know, I've been with my wife now. Where are we? God, we got to be on 17 years this year.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, 17. Must be 17 years. I'm going to have to work this
out. If she's listening right now, you'll be in big trouble if you don't know that one then, James.
No, I've already checked Biggles. She's asleep. It's fine.
She'll watch it back tomorrow. Oh, I was going to say that car drive. Base car.
I'm going to have to try and do some maths here. Hold on a minute. I don't like doing maths. This can't be right. It is 17 years. Check us out. It's going to be 18 this year. So don't tell her, people. We'll be in trouble.
Yeah, everybody out there, instantly. I know they can't DM your wife, but just tag James out there in any of your social media and go, James's wife, he forgot. He forgot.
No, don't do that. I will be in trouble. Gee whiz, Batman.
All right, let's see. Yeah, everything's all good there. Sorry about that, James. We got the all graphics there. So
George. Yeah, that was Sprinkle. We're going to get back up on this restart. Taft taking going to be looking at taking the whole shot as well, but we are up and running. Andrew Taft, Gordon Spain, Brandon Honeycomb, Henry Smith, Ian Campbell, 2 cautions deep. George Sprinkle, unfortunately, there was that one on you, my dear sir. I do have to safely say it probably was. Coming up on somebody like that is always dangerous, Biggles. I think that's where you've got to use your look left, look right camera on the car that you can program in, because I think the spotters, sometimes we know they're not always on time and on the ball there, as Todd Slauson.
They got 3 abreast to James.
88. Dangerous, mate. Dangerous.
How do you think they're going to do it this early?
They've settled back in 2 banks. We've got 3 banks of 2 there. As you can see, the 88 coming through the middle. That's not. Oh, no. True folk. Are we going to see the yellow? He is off the racing line, mind you, is Truth. So maybe we might be able to get away with it on this one. I think we have. On lap 37, unfortunately for Truth now, he's now at the back end of the field. He's going to be running completely on his own there as Michael Brooks battling away. He was involved with the caution, or what was the second caution technically, with George Sprinkle, and I don't think really for him there, he really had many places to go, did Brooks. He was literally tied up all over the place there because couldn't really go anywhere. I don't think he was expecting Sprinkles to come up on him.
No, well, that's the predictions of a green racetrack literally at that point. We could get through the rest of the background. Austin Smith making his way back up through the field here, slicing through it like butter. Remember, he was almost plump last there, James. He won the first stage break, if that's what we're going to confirm on that one, because, you know, caused that caution. Now he's been P5 because there's a spin. That's 33 going around.
Yeah, there we go. Gordon Spain.
This is when it all starts when they're bunched up again there, James.
This is the problem. This is the problem. We got to lap 20 where we said, but he just can't. He's not going to. He goes up and he's going to be bumper to bumper. There we go. Yeah, on the 88 there as well. Unfortunately, that was Slauson tagging Spain, who then ended up going into the wall, unfortunately, for Gordon Spain.
Are they going to get pit road? Oh, Brandon stays out, so the rest of them are coming in.
Yeah, I think to be honest, I'm not really sure which would be the best way of dealing with this now, depending on, obviously, for your own situations, what is happening within your own car. They've got unlimited tyres, so technically they could come in and do it, but do they really want to be doing it every single time?
Well, it's followed. Sure. It's a case of follow leader at this point, James. It's like, you know, you'll go in, you're going to come back out again together, right? I do apologise for the horrible camera angles that we have on the pit road down here. I'm going to fire those camera people later that work at JPB. But the people that stayed out at the moment, James, are Brandon. Now, this is probably more of a downfall for the 13 machine, but an advantage, I'd have to say, for Austin. Because he boxed a little bit before, remember, and his last pit stop was 30 laps. Everybody else is going to be coming out on some fresh 40-lap tyres, so 10-lap difference between those tyres. Not a great deal, but more Brandon has to be thinking about boxing here at this point, which means he's going to go from first to pump last, essentially.
Yeah, but it depends whether or not he actually does, though, Biggles. That's the question, isn't it? Would you go in if you really didn't have to?
Tyres between, what, 23 and 40 laps? Yes. On a track like this? Yes. He's gonna get eaten alive. Austin's gonna get past him. Kensley Smith will get past. Yes, he will. But in his hope, to me, I would say stay out because you want another caution. A caution will help him on this situation. If he doesn't get a caution, he's gonna get eaten alive.
Yeah, I don't know.
You said this last time, James, and look what happened.
Yeah, but it hasn't been a long run since the last one, so I don't really know if he's going to be under that much danger. Do you know what I mean? I've got a funny feeling that for Brandon there, he may have pulled a bit of a masterstroke. The lights are off. We're going to be going green this time around, so we are going to find out very, very shortly whether or not Brandon Honeycutt has pulled a masterstroke or if he's done something a little bit silly-billy. So let's see what happens here as they go around this back stretch. As we say, could be a masterstroke, Biggles. Could put him in a whole heap of danger.
Austin Smith, that gained all those positions to come back again, is going to be all over his rear bumper with the better boots, remember, about 7 laps better boots. So I would imagine if I was Brandon and I, we'd let Austin Smith past. And then I would be making sure you don't allow anybody else past as much as possible. That would be the key. Anyway, green, green, green. Let's go racing.
It's gone already. It's gone already. Brandon went. He knew he was in danger there. Brandon Honeycutt is now like a rabbit in the headlights, just trying to get away as best he can.
Oh, crash.
He has got
there it is.
To crash behind Taft as well.
Yeah, James, I knew it. And now he can go on a pit road. Which is going to be maybe strong for... as Andrew Teff crashed, I believe, there with Ian Campbell. Now, before I go back to replay, I just want to see if he does. Well, he just passed pit road, of course, he can't go on just yet. We'll have a look at that replay real quick there, James, before we look at that one. It's Andrew Teff, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard impact, James.
Yeah, Campbell was already lost there, Biggles.
Yeah, it was Campbell, wasn't it?
Yeah. Can we slow down on the Campbell coming into the corner? Because that didn't look right. Was there contact? Because he literally...
Yeah, he's lost it here. Look at the rear, James.
Yeah, but if you have a look, he just snaps. So he's gone round. Is he overcorrected in the car? Yes. Then the car digs in and boom. Bingo there as well. Lap 44.
So Brandon stayed out, but then again, interesting. John has gone in here. Andrew had to, of course, with that. You definitely have to, Andrew. Sorry.
No offense, Mr.
Don't think that's going to buff out.
No, he's got half the car there. I don't think how much duct tape he uses on that one. He's going to be in trouble.
And then Ian, of course, has to buff that one out as well, too. You said 2 fast repairs, so the drivers can elect to use it. If not, you're going to be in there for some time. I tell you what, James, I've seen drivers. Look at that. This is like you're ding it out there at the moment in the background. Looks like Tiff has used a fast repair. But sometimes I've seen drivers that are happy to go a couple of laps down, take those heavy repairs, right? And then, because we still got 117 laps to go, James. So luckily for Tiff, he'll get out just ahead of the leading cars coming around now. But in that way, you've got, basically, it's like an ace up your sleeve, don't you? You have a get out of jail free card. You have a fast repair later on when other drivers may not have them. And that'll come to a huge advantage when, you know, push comes to shove, when Barney waves the checkered flag, is when you're going to get points, not right now.
No. I think that's the thing. They're not getting points at this moment in time. You know what I mean? With the mixed series, they've just got to try and get to the end. I think is going to be the challenge. And for Honeycutt himself, it's really on his decisiveness and what he wants to do. Whether or not he's going to go and try and run away like he did again, which would probably be the best thing to do for them. But there goes the lucky dog there as well, and he did it very, very quickly. I believe that might have been the 13th place car of George Sprinkle and John Sherman back up, backlet there as well. So yeah, very interesting forms of development here. It's a very nip-tuck kind of thing, Biggles. I think that's the thing. Pit strategy is going to be vitally important. That's all I can say to that.
I think you are correct on that one, especially at this stage, 4th caution. I did expect that we're going to have a lot of cautions. You called it, James, we're going to have, you called it early cautions, but we're not going to have them, and cautions breed cautions. See if those other gaggle of cars can catch up to them, but we're going to go green, green, green right now at the moment there. Brandon leading this race.
Honeycutt got away again there as well. He made the jump right at the beginning, Biggles. You can see in the background there's contact in the wall. There's already contact in the wall there and further back. That's the DuPont car. I believe that may have been Puffenberger into the wall there. No, it wasn't. It was the 24 of Diego Rodriguez, Biggles.
Yeah, somebody's going to be twirly well. There's your Mountain Dew machine there too of the 88. Todd got a little loosey-goosey. Had to correct it there. It says on the inside line. A bit of a tap in the wall's not too bad there, James. You'd have to say at the end of the day, as long as you don't hit it too hard. There, buy flowers first, take it out to a nice dinner. Because, you know, it's just a momentum of physics, isn't it? You're just going to keep going forwards. You might get some damage, but probably not too much damage if you don't get it all right. You can see all those marks on the somebody smashed into the fence before. Brandon leading.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. They've got to try and run for a bit now because we're not even at 100 laps to go. You know, we're 4 cautions deep already. You can see further up in front, we're 3 or 4 wide at one point. There you go, that's Austin Smith with Kensley Smith battling out as well, Biggles. Brandon Honeycutt still sat in there at the moment. He has lost the lead, but he's still within touching distance of the guys in front of him as he's trying to go and nestle in. Of course, Brandon is really the only one who has made 1 pit stop at the moment, Biggles, and still 2 behind everybody else.
Yeah, you're confident, aren't you, on his tyres, but he's got to stick on the inside there. He's not doing too bad, but I think they're going to start catching him too for now there soon, James. You're going to see the scrubbing a little bit. Look at the rear end sliding a little bit for the 13. Somebody goes up high in the fence there. He's still tagging on the back there, Kensley Smith there. Austin Smith leading this race. Austin's gone. Austin is gone, as Austin did at the start of this race. He's gonna. Oh, there's a slide in the background. There's a power slide. Is that the 82? Bang! Oh, big heavy impact in the fence. I think that was Todd. Yes. For our Mountain Dew machine, and that's another caution.
Yeah. Into the wall he goes. Unfortunately, there, Biggles. It's caution number 5.
I don't know. Sorry, James. I don't know if that was actually if Todd reacted to the reaction earlier. Yes, it was. The 82. See, the 82 slips, right? Mm-hmm. And then Todd may have lifted off there, door bangs with the 87, collects the 19, 59's probably definitely nowhere to go on this one, and then bingo, yeah, you're visiting the fence.
Yeah, the 19 also visited the wall as well. Brandon Puffenberger also visited the wall at the same time, unfortunately. I think once the contact there as well. Here he comes, he manages to hold it, and you think, go on, son, have some of that, and then he snaps across and then straight into the wall.
But he got tagged, so that all started with the... Who was it? Oh, they're going on pit road. James, let's go back to live pictures. Lawson.
Yes.
Anyway, and
everybody's in. The whole filming.
Yeah, pull somebody in for a quick yarn. You don't mind that, James, while we have a... Just as soon as they pull it. Probably pull Austin, I guess, if we have a chance. As soon as he comes back out of pit road. I'll give you permission.
Oh, thanks, bud. Is Austin out of pit road? He's out of pit road. Let's pull Austin Smith into the booth. Austin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. What's up, guys?
Yo, what's up, bud? You were absolutely flying at the beginning. What happened after the first round of pit stops?
Yeah, just gave myself a self-induced penalty. I was going too fast, so needed to go to the back.
Not an ideal scenario then, dear sir.
No, not ideal, but we're back up front. Yeah, we're just having fun. I love these Saturday races. We all get to banter a little bit and have a little fun here, so see if we can keep it up here.
You secretly want to win though, Austin, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah, definitely. That's my only goal.
Come on, it's not that much fun. You want to take it out and take the victory, mate. Come on, you don't have to lie up here, you know. There's only 50 million people watching you, bud.
Yeah, no lie. Definitely want to win the race. So we'll probably go to the back here again if there's another caution that comes out, see if we can go through the field again. But yeah, try to be at the end for the checker flag.
Is that your last to first challenge, is it?
Maybe. We'll call it that.
How about, just to let you know, I think Brandon was on some pretty worn tyres at that point. How punishing are these tyres? Like, if there's like a 10 lap difference or so between the tyres, is that a big difference?
Yeah, definitely. The tires definitely wear pretty quick, and when they wear, it gets really, really tight on corner exit. So just have to be mindful of that and just get in the throttle a little bit later than you would anticipate in the center of the corner.
Okay, bud. Well, we'll pop you back in the room there, buddy. Have a good one, and look forward to seeing you at the end.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you guys at the end.
Take care, man.
Ian Campbell will get the lucky dog.
Yeah,
as well as
I think
Brandon.
Puffenberger. Yeah, I think the thing is for that, there's two ways of looking at this, right? And you know me, I'm over the man of controversy, and you know do end up putting myself in stewards' rooms quite often. For Austin, is Austin showing a certain sign of hey guys, I'm quicker than you scenario by dropping to the back and coming through the field? Do you know what I mean?
That is risking it for the biscuit, James, because I mean, even though you're going to have some absolutely fantastic, like a Max Verstappen kind of driver, isn't it? Like, yeah, I can slice my way through the field. Biggest difference, of course, is that you're preying on the other cars up the road there to not get into wrecks. Because easily, it doesn't matter how quick Austin Smith is, if there's a wreck up the road, he's in big trouble. That car's dinged up. He's only got 2 fast repairs. So I would want to be where Austin Smith is right now in P2. Kensley Smith leading this one, 13.
Kensley and Austin there as well as they get away. Kensley takes the whole shot. Brandon Honeycutt still here, the man on 2 pit stops. He's 1 less, 2 less than some. John Schoenbachler there, I've got him down at 7 pit stops at the moment. That surely can't be right.
It's correct.
Already. It is correct, it is. We're on lap 61 and nearly at that 100 to go mark, guys. Here once more, Brandon Honeycutt in 3rd place, Austin Smith in 2nd, and Kensley Smith in 3rd with Corey Crowd as the 87 goes straight into the wall there. That's Michael Brooks is just headed down to the infield at a rapid rate of knots, managed to keep the car running here as well. It's always going to be tough. I'll tell you what, if Austin does end up dropping back after the 2nd caution, he comes through the field and wins it, well, what more can you say about that man?
Well, that will be lucky at that one. So, I mean, skill is always required, and drive. He's fast. I mean, there's no doubt he's fast. The man put it on pole.
No.
But at the same time, there's a lot of luck at oval racing there, James. You know, as I said, you've got to be at the right place at the right time. The best place to be always is the front of the field, because once again, we've seen wrecks. We've seen multiple wrecks so far, and you don't want to be a part of that party. As we do see Ian Campbell go back into pit road at the moment there too. So James has got some repairs to do. But still, the Smiths lead with both of that, Austin Smith and Kensley Smith. Austin's now taking the lead of this one. You know he's up the road. He loves that P1 position. Someone else jumped down in pit road as well too, James. If I saw correctly, that might have been... Who was that in?
It's coming out. I think that's Campbell.
Oh, that's Campbell, yes. Oh, yeah, he's had to lift off big time because of all the traffic coming through. He doesn't want to get in their way. Don't talk to James about blue flags. Go ahead.
No, to be fair though, blue flags in NASCAR don't really matter. I've learnt that over my year spending with Kenton. They don't really matter in NASCAR. If this was a road race, you know, we'd be having a different conversation. But in NASCAR, with the fact that yellows are yellows and anything can happen, and I proved that myself from the own racing that I did. So, you know, I think at the end of the day, hey, come out, son, settle into the pack. You never know what might happen. That's
It's
what I've got to
respect,
say
but
about
it's
that.
respect. Usually what you'll find too, James, is that when they get up to those lap cars, they'll go up into the higher line, right up in the fence where the 15 is right now, even though the 15 is actually Kensley Smith. He doesn't need to be. But that's the difficult part on this track too, because you want to get out of people's way, right? They're intentionally, it's a genuine agreement. It's not actually required. But where do you go? Because if you go up on the inside line and you have too much power out of the corner, then you can accidentally slide your way back up and take somebody out. You're not trying to do that. You're trying to let them pass. But that's a hole. And this is exactly what I was mentioning about it right now, as you can see, Todd. Because you see how the car slides to the outside there. Almost slid straight into the 82 of Joshua and put him in the fence. Not what he's trying to do, of course. He's trying to it's like he's got to tuck in right now and say, no, I'm not going to do it again. Maybe he'll think about the inside again, and then he can get a little shove, a little tiny shove. Remember the draft it is bump draft. It doesn't occur so much in these short tracks. It's speedways it will, but a little push every once in a while. Doesn't mind, doesn't. Oh, see in the fence. Was that Joshua? It was. 92.
They're going to have to be a little bit careful. You know, we've just broken that sort of 93 mark to go here. And I think that they're just trying to settle in. Teft is going to be looking at surely kicking himself from where he was at the front end of the field to where he is now. You can see the 19 going under Neil at the moment as well. That's Brandon Puffenberger. He's just managed to go through over Josh Neal. So a great job from him as well. So Puffenberger, I really can't count out anyone out of this race within that top 10. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, maybe having a struggle there as well, especially when you've got Austin Smith out in front doing the job he is doing as well. He's absolutely flying at the moment. Austin Smith opened up nearly 1.63 seconds currently. Lap time 22.4 for Austin, 22.5 for Corey Crowell, so a 10th difference already. And he's pulling that out lap after lap after lap, Biggles, and Austin Smith just seems untouchable at the moment.
You heard from him, didn't you? That's the sound of a confident driver, James. It's the sound of a confident driver. He's having fun. I think that's one of the keys to it as being a good driver. Is a driver that has fun, a driver that just relaxes behind the wheel there. As we spoke about Kimi Räikkönen before, even though Kimi Räikkönen actually was the Iceman, but behind a wheel he was very more aggressive per se. At the moment you got Todd in P6, the 88 machine battling it out with the 59 machine chasing his tailpipe at the moment. That's that Mountain Dew machine again of Todd, isn't it? He's been in the spotlight. He's up 3 positions as well, too, for the 88. But he certainly got some camera time.
Yeah, being involved in a caution is probably going to help him on that one at the same time, to be fair, as Todd Slauson has, of course, been involved with contact with Puffenberger on lap 54 that brought out caution number 5 here as well. So we're 5 cautions deep. We're just touching on to the 75 mark, going over the 76 in about 5 seconds' time here as well. We're off 163 at Richmond, and we're on board with Truth Hope now as we're going off that turn 3. Before he's looking up the inside of Slauson there. Don't stick your nose up if you're not expecting him to come down on you there, sir. Otherwise that could just be dangerous for the road of you. He's pulling in that wheel. Slauson's going to get a run on him on the outside. Uses that wall as well. Now goes down to try and block him. It's going to end one way if you stick your nose up there, mate. I can tell you that much. And it ain't going to end in a nice one either. So True Folks going to have to be a little bit smart here. Yes, he wants to make the move. Yes, he's clearly showing pace there, Biggles, but he's got to be careful where he starts making the moves.
I love the painted on that stickers in the back there indicating the brake lights, because there are none at the moment there. You can see True Folk. Now, see, blocking at the moment there from Todd. Toxa elected to take the inside line. That Truth is going to be forced where? Because you don't want to go on the outside. True Fight stuck his nose up there for the North Carolina driver there from Hickory. And at the moment, I think Todd's not had enough of that one. He has had enough of that one, and he says, all right. And you see how Truth has had to back off on that one. He has nowhere really to go there, James. No way you can kind of like, you can't go on the outside. Look at he's holding it tight. Look at the steering wheel. Full rotation. Almost 45 degrees to your left, just to keep it on the track.
I'm sure some of these guys are probably wishing for a yellow about now as well. As you can see, Teft making that move on the inside of Hogue. Puffenberg is going to try and follow him through as well. He's going to use Teft as a little bit of a buffer. Teft's going to hang that inside as well. Hogue's just gone and tapped the wall on the outside. That's not going to be doing him any favours. As now he's got Puffenberg coming right up the inside of him at the moment. Too wide, round turn 2 on that run off that back stretch. Puffenberger there. Oh, who is that? That's the 88 of Slauson taking a quick disappear in there as well. I think Puffenberger's going into the pits.
Yeah, he's got to get that
car. Yeah, he's going into the pits on lap 81.
So that's going to be interesting at the moment because that with that little power slide there from Todd, no, from Kensley Smith is back here. Currently at the moment there, James, and he's going to be a big pressure right now from Todd on the inside. In fact, Todd could get a little bit of push there from Tef, and he will. So what is going on? Fuel, remember too, James. Fuel is a big thing. We have a caution. I think that's the stage caution, James. Yes, it is. I'm not seeing it here.
So nobody's on the wall.
Diego had a little moment earlier. I'll show you that, but this is not the reason why this caution was called.
Yeah, Diego went into the pits after this.
There, that's what that Diego was herself. A little tango, but yeah, that was just about a lap or so earlier. So I'd imagine Austin Smith, of course, catching that pace car, getting pain. Austin Smith's getting sickness in that pace car, isn't he? All the time. He's always catching it.
He did say if he's got another yellow, he's going to be dropping to the back. So I think we're going to end up seeing this.
He's going to be a man of his honour. He's going pit road.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
They're all going to go in. Maybe someone will stay out.
I'm not sure I would be. As he said, he wants to win the race, right? He doesn't want to end up losing now.
Well, he's got 80 laps to go, James. I mean, he's got plenty of time. James was like, 80 laps? Looking at his watch going, it's 3 o'clock in the morning at the moment, guys. Get it done. So George stayed out. There you go. The 21 machine. That's not George, of course, the Formula 1 George driver. Even though he's wearing the same almost livery as his helmet, isn't he? But everybody else has gone in. George Russell. Hello, George. No, that's it. So Austin Smith will come out pretty with that huge gap advantage actually on its pit stop. So I guess a splash and dash. Some boots. Anybody want to have a quick yarn with there, boss man? Oh, George got the other George got in.
Yeah, I think George went in a little bit late. That's going to allow Austin to retake the lead.
Yes.
Keep an eye on the pace car. I don't know how much time
it's right there, James.
actually have
catch it down.
with someone here as well. Maybe we'll grab them straight on the next yellow, I think, there, Biggles. I think we might have missed the boat a little bit as Austin's heading to the back of
Yeah,
the
you
field.
said he called it. You called it. He is going to the back. So this will Michael to catch back up to the pack there. John will catch up to the pack there. Diego Rodriguez will get the flyby. I like how you said that. Yeah, I was going to say you're practicing your Espanol, my friend, because you did celebrate your... Well, that's been a while ago, isn't it? Hasn't it? Your holiday in Espanol.
Yes, it seems a very long while ago. Almost, you know, in retrospect there, Biggles, it's almost been a year.
Has it really? Since you... well,
I went in May, didn't I? And we're in January.
Well,
So,
you got it correctly with the rolling the tongue there. Rodriguez. Lovely.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you very much, dear sir. Yeah, time flies, to be honest. The wife's already out planning the next one.
Oh, that's right. That was about before you reach 1K subscribers at that point too, isn't it? We're almost at 2K.
Yeah, just about, yeah. We're just over 1650, I think, currently at the moment as well.
It's about my I rating.
That's definitely not my I rating. I think that's even more than my I rating, to be honest. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Here again, where is Austin? He's all the way down in 12th at the moment. So he's dropped all the way to the back, yeah. Is he going to let Diego go through and go literal to the back? So...
Yeah, that's interesting because Diego's going to be flying around now and Austin Smith's the 23 machine just ahead of him. A couple of drivers are tricking me at the moment there with the telemetry, James, because, you know, they go so close to the pit lane entrance that our race control message is going box, 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 but they're not. By the way, I had to explain that the other day. If you are, we have to remember too, in US racing, they're not familiar with the term box so much. And when we do say that, it's called pit. It's just something on the Formula 1.
Pit road, isn't it?
Yeah. Boxing, of course, they do that in Formula 1. That's a terminology because it's pit sometimes can be confused with other words, so they use box, so it's completely different. Anyway, Corey leading 87.
Up and running Corey Crowd there, making that move off and out in front currently with Honeycott sitting just behind him here as well. Slawson, Teff, Smith, Spain. Of course, that's Kensley Smith, not Austin Smith. There is Austin Smith in the white car at the back at the moment, sitting in 12th place. Let's see how he gets on moving his way through the field here, because it's going to be an interesting one. We're going just over 90.
He doesn't have too far to go.
That was Sprinkle. Sprinkles putting far too many sprinkles out tonight. I can tell you that much, unfortunately, for George there. Just getting a little bit all out of control. I can guarantee if we have a look back at that, that's coming out of turn 4 and he's gone and put too many beans on.
I think you're absolutely correct on that one, James. I think we get the replay on that one just for now because I want to see how Austin Smith is going to be bird's eye on this one. I think we really, if you want to see action, just right on board right now with Austin Smith. He's going to slice on the inside. Don't do it, my friend. There's tangling up the road there. That's John, I think, or Ian that had to drop back a little bit there. I think Austin Smith is just the intimidator, isn't he? He's like a lion in the wild. And as soon as cars come near him, they just panic. They panic. Look at that. There's car up the road there. Almost into the fence. But go back further field there. 15. There's Kensley Smith versus Todd Slawson there, James. And they're going for a 2-0.
Yeah, we definitely are. Looking at Smith's going to try and take the inside there. Kensley, of course, in the 15 on the inside with Slawson in the 88 on the outside there. Smith's going to be looking at trying to get the run through here. Whether or not he's going to get any help from Spain behind him and whether or not Spain's going to kind of push him almost past here. He really needs to, for Spain, I would kind of look up either looking at locking up the guy on the outside or locking up with Smith on the inside and giving him a little bit of help, because at the moment he clearly doesn't seem to have the actual overall pace on the car in front. But at the same time here as well, it's looking like Spain's going to be a little bit quicker as well.
Well, there is one thing you don't want in Spain. That's called pain. That's just a reference to the to the Formula 1 Spanish track. At the moment there from Gordon Spain, who is, as you said there, James, working along for the 33 machine. He's gained 6 positions. Kensley Smith has gained 10, but they still have 70 laps to go. So I wouldn't be thinking about buying Barney any dinner anytime soon just yet. There it is. Kensley's on the inside now. Gordon on the outside. We're going to make it stick. In fact, if anything, you'd have to say Kensley could be in a little bit of trouble here, because our favourite friend, our cameraman, a man that's not shy of a cameraman, of course, is Todd. Currently running a P3 Jan. Oh, and he's tagging on the fence as well too. He loves that spotlight.
Todd Slawson there getting lots of airtime. Corey Crown, Brandon Honeycott leading the race as well. Honeycott again, he's just still sitting behind the top runners on pit stops. He's only done 3. I've got him out at the moment, while everybody else is on 4 and 5. For John Show and Backlow, he's on 8, mind you, so he's done a fair amount of pit stopping. There has John, as Corey can see, Honeycott right behind him. How's Austin Smith getting on? Austin is now up into 6th place
got
currently.
clear, yeah. It's
So
going to
his
be
last to first is kind of working at the moment.
Yeah, he'll be catching them pretty quickly there, James. I would imagine. Man has pace and he's comfortable. It's cool, relaxed, and calm. But he's in a dangerous place right now, because if anything happens at the road, and they are bunched up. You can see on your track map, they're going their way down to the black back stretch. So, and start people are starting to flirt with the fence. And as James knows, if you have a wife, aka fence, don't flirt too much. might
I
be
do
in
love
big,
the
big
fact
trouble.
that it's a big lump of concrete and you call it a fence, dear Biggles.
Well, it's, give or take, it's just
It's
the way
it's just a flat wall, bro.
There's a fence
Really?
above it, James, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
how often do you see a car fly and go up into the fence?
we saw
I've
a few earlier, so if you didn't
I've seen
recall.
it twice. I've seen it twice in real life. It's the only 2 times I've ever actually watched somebody go up and
Well,
fly
don't
into the
flirt
fence.
with it. Austin Smith's going to be not flirting defensively. He's going to tuck out all on the inside there. Takes Kensley Smith and Austin Smith. 2 for nail at it. Look at the speed he got out since he just got past Kensley. He's out of there. You got to remember, these cars aren't like, you're on launch control and just using push to pass. That is just sheer speed.
Yeah. We had this conversation last time. Did we work out Austin? Weren't we told Austin's a son and Kensley's a dad?
Yes, that is correct, Joe.
That is correct.
We had the luck. Somebody in the chat, they give us the information, which has been quiet at the moment, though. Wake up, chat. Don't make me come back there.
But it is late for us in the UK, so if there is any UK individual sitting here looking at this thinking...
We're not in the UK, my friend. We're in the lovely United States of America. Remember you lost that war.
Spain.
33 on the inside.
He's going to wrap that up.
He's got to scrub big time.
Yeah, he's scrubbed a lot of speed up there. And now Smith has gone through and made his way up into 4th place.
God.
Has Austin Smith. He's now going to be looking at going into 3rd. Mate, he is absolutely flying at the moment.
He's got
as
Todd
he goes round there as well. Michael, Austin is my son.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Kensley's not related, isn't it? It's Michael Smith and Austin Smith was father and son, and Kensley wasn't.
That's what I
Because
said.
Kensley's not from Burlington, is he? He's from somewhere else, isn't he? I can't remember where Kensley was from.
Oh no, that's not Wisconsin. No. Anyway.
No, we'll have a
See,
look.
we were making sure you were awake out there. Thank you very much there for that, Michael.
No, he wasn't, Michael. To be blatantly honest, mate, we completely got lost at what it was. To be honest,
I was
because
testing
know you
Michael.
tried to- No, he was not.
Oh, once again.
Kensley having a big old moment there in that Napa car at the back. Austin sitting in 3rd on his way up again from the back end of the field. Don't forget after this caution here as well, caution number 6, where the flag come out.
Sure.
Austin dropped all the way to the back once more. It's almost like they pulled Austin in with a little bit of a fishing line there and said, no, sir, you cannot get that too far out in front. And that was on lap 81 was the last course.
Wish they did that to Max Verstappen, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Put Max in a house and see if he does the same job.
He wouldn't do too bad anyway, but yes. Oh, another tango on the wall. Who is that?
Wall,
Is that?
I think that was Kensley.
Kensley's having big time troubles here. Now, he's got 83 lap tyres, but he might have damage on that car, James. Have a look at the steering wheel real quickly and see how much he's fighting this beast.
Mate, you're looking at a left-hand turn car with a left-hand turn.
Oh, look how much he's turning it, James. No. This has got damage. You don't go that deep into the corner right there. That's completely out of the picture, that center line. When you have to go right down there, yeah, I'd imagine there's definitely some damage on that one. Truth's going to head into pit road.
Yeah, I think Truth needs to be honest. For Truth Hope, as he's coming into the pit lane here as well. And from 14th place at the moment, as we're just about to touch the 110 mark, which leaves us 53 to go here at Richmond. It's going to be an exciting one, Biggles.
I'm actually impressed that the drivers, touch wood, haven't got as many cautions. Corey Crawwell's got it, and that's it. It's called, James. So that'll be our stage break, and Corey gets a job done as, Austin gets a little bit twirly-whirly out of the wall there. That could have been some severe damage for that machine. Remember, only 2 fast repairs, so again, Austin's loving this at the moment. I think he's like, go on, give me a hard knock into the steering wheel. I have no problems with that, James. We'll see if we get pull somebody in for a quick yarn in a minute. We'll make sure to get their pit stops over and done with, because no doubt they're going to require some fresh boots and a splash and dash of that gasolina.
Yes, caution number 7 there.
Siente.
not really a forced caution in an ideal scenario. It was kind of a throw-out caution. Is Andrew Teff in the pits, and is he stopped?
They're all going at the moment. My dear friend. Apart from Truth might stay out because they're a lap down. Brandon might stay out because they're a lap down, but everybody else is going in. And unfortunately, Bruxton Barnett was the only retirement of the race, which is not too bad. No retirements of the race apart from one. So we'll see how they pan out.
Has Andrew Teff stopped?
Have you been out there and changed those tyres before, James? Haven't you been down a pit road down here? Can you lift those tyres there and change them in about 3-4 seconds?
Probably not. I'll probably put my back out.
Oh, I can't lift it.
Break a hip or
Austin can't get out
something
quick enough here, so that will be Corey, because he did come in quickly earlier. Austin will come out P2, Brandon will come out P3. And Teff, I tell you what, Teff's comeback drive has been not too bad there for the Hope Valley Richmond driver. It's his home, isn't it?
Teff. What's that, Richmond?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it must be. We're going to have a quick chat with Andrew now as well as they start backing up behind the pace car once more. Andrew, welcome in.
Hey, how's it going?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Just trying to think what I'm going to do on this restart here.
Send it.
Yeah, I think that's my only option, really.
Yeah, why not?
Don't have a ton of short run speed, so I got to figure something out. I start to reel guys in on older tires, but I got to figure out something on the short run.
Yeah, what is the deal with the short run cautions at the moment? We've seen a couple that we can't quite work out what went on. Like the last one, was the last one the stage break in the race? Yeah,
we try to keep Saturdays light and fun, so if things get a little spread out, we'll throw one here and there, almost like the SRX series does. But
who throws it, Andrew? If you don't mind me asking, like, is that decided by everybody in the chat, or is there a race control?
It's me currently.
Oh, so you're throwing cautions as well as driving?
Yeah, there's a button to the left of me, so I don't know. I'll just try to keep it fair and give a bunch of wave arounds and have a good time with everybody.
Nice. The plan for you? I spoke to Austin earlier. He said, Saturday nights we just have fun, have a bit of banter and that, and then admitted that he wanted to take the win. Do you all want to win the race?
Yeah, absolutely. Just, there's no points on the line. You can really be a lot more aggressive in this series than the other series where you're battling for a championship and all those other things.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, Andrew, thanks so much for joining us there, bud. We look forward to seeing how you get on through the end of the race. Pace car lights are out. I'll pop you back in the room there, buddy. You have a good one.
Thank you, guys.
I was going to ask you, James, how far is it away from this racetrack, but I guess we get to chat to him a little bit later on.
Well,
anyway,
hopefully.
We do have Corey leading this race for our what? Okay, how's your maths, James? Or maths, as you call it there in Australia and UK. How many race leaders have we had in this race? That's one for you out there, Marcus. Different race leaders.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say at least 4 because I'm not going to include the ones that were like George Sprinkle, who led for about a lap before he went into the pits as well. So,
yeah, green flag racing.
I think Corey, Brandon, Austin, Gordon Spain, and Andrew Teft. I'm going to go 5.
You might be right, James, because I mean, you do this for a living, my friend, so I'm pretty sure if you don't know. I know you have a big book of notes there right next to you, so. Hey, I do
have a book of notes, yes. I am writing stuff down as we go along.
Oh, 33! And that's Gordon.
He's got to hold on, though.
Hold on, my friend. Yep, he's got it. He gets it back under control, loads in a couple of positions, but there it is. Austin Smith now on the rampage to try. He's playing for his food. I mean, I'm not taking this away from you, Corey Cronwell, but he is playing with his food, James. Look at this. He's teasing him. Gonna go high on the outside, but if I was anything, I was Corey, I'd squeeze him in the fence. Don't give him the space.
Are you saying you would deliberately put Austin
Oh,
into
no,
the fence?
no, James. I heard that broadcast with your daughter one time going, yeah, just bump him off the road. Just bump him off the road. That's what she said in that British English.
Yeah, she said it in such a cute way as well.
No, she's going, we're just pushing him off there. We're just, move him out of the way. Something like
Yeah.
she's talking like the Queen. She
I
does
don't
talk
know if
like
she
the
sounded,
Queen.
yeah, she did not sound like the Queen. Trust me. After the day this little girl's had today, she definitely weren't the Queen today.
But she was so proper and lovely. She sounds like, on the outside for the 20 there. So Corey's definitely going to compromise some exit speed here. He's going to be massive pressure for Brandon. No, she sounds like Peppa Pig to me. You know,
Nice.
Peppa Pig.
Nice.
And Peppa Pig,
Nice.
yeah, we love Peppa Pig.
Yeah, today she was more of a screaming pig, if you really want to go that way. She was going
why I
full
don't
bore
have
at it
children,
today.
James.
Yeah, it was horrendous, mate. You know what I mean? At one point, I thought about sticking ear defenders on. It was just, I don't know, driving me crazy. But Austin Smith's taking the lead with Corey Kraut here as we got 42 left on the clock here. Biggles as well. Field's a little bit more spread out than probably these guys would like. I'm sure there might be another caution before the end. And let's see if Austin can wrap this one up here as well. And see how it goes on. He is flying. Austin does look, to be honest, a different sort of class above everybody else. I think that's the scenario. I think Biggles here as well, when realistic looking at it. Brooks is trying to make the move past Ian Campbell. Don't forget Campbell earlier on was a lap down. Has recovered, is now sitting in 7th place. Brooks in 8th, who's up 7, doing an absolutely stellar job. And obviously Gordon Spain has been involved in his own little tat-tat-tats as the evening's gone on as well on lap 39 for the third caution with Todd Slawson. So nice little things to develop in. We're coming into the last 40 now because we're literally just about hit 39 to go. I think there's going to be another caution to bunch everybody back up again.
Stop jinxing it at the moment, James. It's not going to happen. Your commentating cursing is not going to happen. We're going to go green all the way at the moment. Well, I don't know what it is at the moment there, Michael Smith, that you're feeding your son, but whatever it is, if it's the Weetabix, Sweet Bix, Vegemite on toast, whatever it is, it's working. It's lovely. He's getting the job done. There's a little, and then of course James's trademark, tat.
Yeah,
And then 2024, James. That's the first time I heard that tat. I love it. It's yours, my friend. Coin it. As David Crofter's lights out is where it goes, and James will have its tat. Is it?
Yeah, been involved in a little tat.
Oh,
Kensley Smith
Kensley.
has been involved with his own little tat that involved a lump of concrete. So there we
It's
go.
a fence.
Caution number 8. It's a wall. It's a wall.
The car's looking pretty sharp, but you know he's got the auto parts in the back there. That I'll tell you what, you know, if you accidentally took your parents' car out for a little spin, and borrowed it without their permission, I think that would buff out. They wouldn't even notice you took it for a ride.
Yeah, it'd be like Ferris Bueller's Day Off
Yeah, exactly.
in the Ferrari.
James, you got to remember half the people in the audience won't remember those golden old days of
Do you know
80s
what? I love
films.
that film. I
Yeah.
love
There's
that
no
film.
Ferraris here, James.
No, I watched Days of Thunder again the other day.
Oh! Yeah, you want me to call Nicole Kidman right now? Let's get her on speed dial.
Mate, she can run sugar up my leg any day.
Oh!
Anyway,
James'
on we
wife
go.
will be listening to this one at the moment. Ian Candle will stay up, but Austin Smith and everybody else will head back into pit road.
Yeah, more there as well. We have a look back at what happened to Kensley Smith there.
Oh, you throw that one. Caution to the wind. I will do that for you, sir.
And then we can see, did he just
I
come
can
off?
find him.
Nope.
Where is Kensley? Kensley! Oh, here he is.
He's down in 12th. Did he come off on his own here? I'm just wondering if there was any form of contact for the man from North Carolina, or did he just come off turn 3 onto the straightaway? There's nothing going on there. Is it coming out of 2 that he may have had this little bit of a moment then?
He's got the speed increase big time on 20. He's got a wiggle on 15. Hopefully we haven't got too far back, James. It'll be 100 lap 121. Gets the toe up
It was
to
on
20.
126.
Oh. That's why my problem is right now. Well, I'll get it, James. Don't you worry. There it is.
Yeah, all on his own. Turn 2.
Yep.
2 on the back stretch, wasn't it? And then he's just come round. He's done what he... Yeah, too many beans.
It's another trademark of James Broadcasting Network. Too many
Oh, he has,
beans!
look. Too many beans.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
off
he
the
saved it.
banking.
Oh, yeah, that'll buff out.
Slight little kiss on the wall. He'll be all right.
Yeah. Good on you.
He'll be all right down there with his carrots and his tractor.
He could still win it, but with 34 to go. Absolutely.
Anybody can win it. Ian Campbell might even have a shot as well. He pitted on lap 111. So he is technically on 19 lap old tyres, while everybody else is only on like 2 or 3, as they only pit on 127. No, that pit start strategy. Look at it. It looks like you're trying to make a mosaic picture of the amount of pit stops everybody's had on that one. I'll tell you, if you look and squint closely, it almost looks like 67 or 87, but you have to squint at it as well. So.
That'll be interesting. Tires, James. And racing greens is what we need.
And
leading.
we go now. This last 33, we got Ian Campbell out in front as we do go green once more at Richmond Raceway here as well for the Saturday Night Racers Elite Mixed Series. Austin Smith, into the wall goes Michael Brooks on the outside there, on the right-hand side. He does manage to keep that car going. At the moment, Austin's running that high line, really in conjunction. He should be ahead by the time he gets down into one. He is going to be ahead by the time he gets into one. Campbell's going to try and force him up the inside. Is the only way to stop him, put him in the wall. I'm sure that is not what these people are thinking about whatsoever. And Austin is through and gone. I'll give him by lap 40 and he'll be 3.4 seconds ahead.
Maybe. I mean, the best place to be, of course, is the first place at the moment with 31 to go, James. On the outside, Corey trying to send it everything you possibly can there on the inside there of Ian Campbell. Can he get it done? Joshua's in the mix as well, too, James.
Yeah, Campbell is literally getting eaten up here quicker than a woman who's come off a diet eating McDonald's, I can tell you that much. She has literally, poor old Campbell is getting gobbled up like an absolute trooper. Down the order he goes. He's 111.
There's beef.
Oh, Spain and Sprinkle. I believe that was Spain and Sprinkle may have had a little ta-ta-ta with each other.
There's your ta-ta-ta. At the moment, green to go, but James, I told you about these tyres before. You don't believe me. I'm telling you, they will murder you.
Well, clearly, for Ian Campbell, he is getting literally bunched up like a trooper at the moment here. I'm not going to lie. Brandon Honeycutt on the outside. He's got Crowell in front of him. He's got Josh Neal coming up right behind him from the Midwest Motorsports. Can Josh make it a 1-2-3 with Austin Smith, Corey Crowell, and Josh Neal? That will be an ideal scenario here as well. So this could be an interesting one here. And whether or not Josh is going to make it a 1-2-3 for Midwest on lap 136, or are we going to see a surprise throw of a caution round about 150, 151? That will put the cat amongst the pigeons for the last 10, I can tell you that much.
Cats and pigeons? I've never had a cat, actually. Cats back in Australia used to catch possums all the time, but yes, you have pigeons over there in the United Kingdom. Anyway,
catching a kangaroo, that would be interesting. I'd love to see it.
No, they're scared out of kangaroos, my friend, as we are as well too. Stay away from the kangaroos.
Yeah, I've seen them stand up, mate. They're about 8 foot tall. Could punch like an absolute Iron Mike Tyson right hook. So, yeah, definitely don't want to get involved with them. I swear they're more human than the monkeys that they keep telling us we come from.
Andrew Taff on the inside there of Joshua. That's about
last 25, Biggles, last 25. Taff's going to go through. He's got the inside line coming out of 2. He's just got to open up the steering. He does open it up on Josh Neal. Gets the job done. 25 to go here from Teff. I can guarantee you now, if Andrew gets up into third and second place and he's got a chance of catching Austin, I can tell you now he'll throw a yellow.
Yeah, he can call it.
Back in a bit. Yeah,
no. He's not going to call it now, James. Not with this amount of fantastic racing. Further back in the field, of course, we have Diego Rodriguez there on the back of Gordon, Spain, and Kensley Smith. So that's another little tiff that's tatting its way around for some fun ventures here on Saturday night of Racers Elite Mixed Series.
Yeah, definitely are now. You can see Rodriguez there with, that is Spain, and Kensley Smith, Spain in that Oreo liveried 33 Chevrolet there as well. It is 3 Chevys all together. We have got the Camry of Smith out in front. That's Austin Smith. That's not Kensley Smith, who's no relation to Austin. It's Michael, who's the father of Austin, who's in the YouTube chat there as well.
Oh.
Spain. Smith's hitting the concrete once more. He's leaving that blue Napa paint on that concrete there, because he's got to be looking. They're going to make contact.
Diego's going to sit back at the moment and go, what do I do here? For the Michigan driver, he can't send one on the inside there. You know it's going to be, 2 to party, 3 to a medical center at this point.
Absolutely. Oh, Rodriguez, you've got to do something, sir. What are you going to do? Tef's almost, he's trying to get on the back of Honeycott. Honeycott's catching Crow. Crow's catching Smith. And they've still got 20 to go. So this could be an interesting run to the line, this could be.
We hope so, James. 20 to go, of course. Green, green, green all the way. 19 now. Barney will away that flag at the moment. There's still not too much of a change up the road there. You can see on your track map if you don't know what's going on at the moment. One's about crossing the back straight. But on the inside there, Diego Rodriguez is going for it, James. Give us some rolling in your Rodriguez there. Driving for the 24 machine, but can't get it done there. Can't get past Gordon. In fact, he has to get something done because Michael Brooks is on his tailpipes. Michael Brooks is going to go on the outside of the A7.
Yeah, Brooks, who pitted on 127 most of his time. The only man outside of that is Sprinkle on 134. Truth is on 108, but I believe Truth's out. Pufferberg is out. Braxton Barrett's out as well. So currently at the moment, the man on the fresher tyres is George Sprinkle, who is sitting down, 1 lap down at 12.
And Gordon slapped the fence, James. Gordon slapped the fence. So Brooks is going to get past him now.
Or the wall, depending on what you're looking at.
Yeah, the fence on top of the wall. Exactly, James. Austin Smith, there he is, all alone. Hello, Austin. Give us a wave. In fact, if you are listening, Austin, give us a little... Don't talk the corner. All right. Now give us a wiggle, Austin. If you are listening to us, there you go. Give us a wiggle on the straight. Come on, straight away. And tell you, look. Oh, too late.
Not happening. You're not going to get Austin Smith to wiggle.
I have got drivers to wiggle for. Don't you worry.
I really
the wiggles come from Australia, right?
The wiggles come from Biggles, do they?
Yes, exactly.
I have heard the wiggles actually.
Of course, you have children. You have to have heard the wiggles.
Mate, I have heard. I used to play the song in the morning in school just to wake the kids up, as well. I don't even want to remember how it goes because otherwise I'll sleep with the song in my head, and that ain't going to be working out for anyone here either. So Rodriguez still battling away with Smith. Brooks still running around the outside as well. He's trying to come high and low on the exit there to see if he can get some little bit of speed going up for Brooks. He's doing it again. He's going to send it in deep. He's going to try and use it like a slingshot here once more. Brooks is literally going to be on Rodriguez's tailpipe once more as they're coming into 13. There he goes. He's sending it high and handsome. Is Brooks. He's trying to get past Rodriguez here, Biggles, and he's only got 13 to go to do it.
I'm trying to remember exactly what the redneck announcer would say about that one. Something, I can't remember what they said, something about being high to the fence. High and mighty, like, Queen of England, something like that. I can't remember what it was, James. But anyway, this is exciting entertainment you're seeing between these 15, 24, and 87 car. Remember, they're battling literally for P7, James. 12 to go! So Austin should have this one if he doesn't put it into the concrete barrier, as you'd mentioned.
Let's see what happens here as well. Austin's out in front. Corey Crowell, Brandon Honeycott, Andrew Teft. This is the closest battle with Kensley Smith. Brooks has just cleared Rodriguez. Rodriguez is now trying to hold on to the back of Brooks. Brooks is looking strong here as we're coming into the last 11, Biggles. So let's see how he gets on. He's looking at taking the inside away from Kensley Smith, and I reckon he's probably going to get it by the end of the next lap.
Oh, those tyres are not looking good, James. They're not looking good. You can see the wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And there you go. What? He got the wiggle. You know what? At some point in the future, in this year, I will sing a Biggles song in a motor race here on the JP Broadcasting Network. Here we go, 9 to go. Austin still leading from Corey. As you can see, the spread of the field, not too much action happening at the moment. And there it is, James.
Smith was sideways. He's managed to keep it going, but Kensley Smith there did a slide and a half. Coming into the final 9, it looks like Austin has got this wrapped up unless Corey Crow can do anything about him at the moment. He's half second back.
Oh, I got traffic.
1.8. Yeah, just get out of the way.
Big time traffic, but it's going to help Corey.
Yeah, Corey, I think, though, I don't know. I reckon Austin should still take this with 8 to go.
Yeah, but that traffic car, I was about to put it up there at the moment. That was that blue flag traffic that you mentioned, of course. And they had to get out of the way. Very difficult to get out of the way here, as you know, in Richmond, because there's not a lot of places to go. You don't want to go up too close to those marbles on onto the wall. And there's Brennan. Just lurking. No, Brennan's a little bit further back. That's a lap car. So, James, now, if you want to win this race, Corey, it's your time to shine. 7 to go.
Yeah, as well. The only trouble is, it's one thing catching, another thing passing. Can Corey Crow from Oak Harbor, Ohio, catch Austin Smith from that? Obviously, both of them are from the Midwest Motorsport team, so this could be an interesting one as well. So let's see whether or not Corey does challenge Austin for this one. Imagine the team brief after this one from the Midwest boys if anything happens up front.
No, thank you. You'll be smashing doors if you were to go to that Netflix series, wasn't it? With Gunter. Have you ever seen that one? The thing is,
I don't know, to be fair, because when we talked to Austin, it was like, yeah, it's a bit of fun. So maybe
there's some door banging still going on here, James. This is a battle for P9.
Spain and Rodriguez having a good old fight. Rodriguez in the 24 DuPont, while Spain is in that 33 Oreo livery machine, as they're just about to come around and get lapped by the leaders. So if the leaders do catch them within the last 3, it will be I don't think they're going to. I think Austin's car is very loose at the moment. He's sliding away all over the place.
Corey has to give it everything he's got right now. 3 to go there. Come on, the Coaster. That's what we call you in Australia there. The Coaster from Oak Harbor in Ohio. The 20 machine there. Austin's going to hold on tight. Austin put it on pole. Austin's been leading majority of these laps right now there. Andrew Teff made his way back up into P3. Give it to him, just lurking in the background there. But with 2 to go, James, can Corey do anything? This will be basically a late send, if anything. There he is. Barney's waving the flag. That's 1 to go.
Final lap of the race. We're going to find out in about 20 seconds, 23 seconds time, whether or not Austin Smith is going to wrap this one up. I think he is. Oh, Corey's on the wall. Where did he go? He ran the wall.
He's doing a NASCAR.
Oh,
it's too late.
He chastained it.
He got it. Corey got it on the NASCAR. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no, you come off him right near the end.
I did. We got replays. Don't worry, James.
It chastained the wall. Have a look at the Corey Crow, Austin Smith pass.
Corey,
and he chastained it.
You didn't give me an indication on how to do this one correctly there, Corey. I wasn't expecting this one. Let's have a look. This is the last lap. He's done the wall riding. He ran the wall. Coming out of, he did. He literally full throttled the wall coming out of 3. Here he goes. He just runs straight, full throttle. No.
Round he goes.
Austin lifted. lifted.
Oh, shush. Let's allow Corey that moment, for God's sake. Well done, Corey. Love that, son. I was watching one the other week, and I was hoping somebody was going to do it at Martinsville. Actually, it was last year, technically. And then I found out that it was actually written in the rules that nobody could chastain the Martinsville wall, which was a bit of a shame, as we saw Chastain did there to qualify into the playoffs, of course. Yeah, fair play, Corey. Good job, son.
That was
interesting.
Yeah, come on, Austin. You should have gone wheel to wheel. That would have been fun, but anyway, it's going to allow it, obviously. Results coming up for you there, James.
It would be the same, would it?
Our first, of course, fantastic race, a Racers Elite Series for 2024.
Here are the final results. Corey Grau did take the victory over Austin Smith with a wall run round 3. Andrew Teft in 3rd. Brandon Honeycutt in 4th. Ian Campbell 5th. Josh Neal 6th. Michael Brooks is in 7th. Kensley Smith in 8th. Diego Rodriguez in 9th. Gordon Spain in 10th. John Schoenbachler in 11th. And then George Sprinkle in 12th. Todd Slawson, Truth Hoke, Brandon Puffenberger, and Braxton Barrett did not finish the race there, Biggles. Well, it's definitely been a very interesting one there, dear sir. And I think at the end of the day, there was some good racing going on.
There was. I expected a little bit more caution, so well done to the drivers there, James. Well done. We get to hear from a couple of those drivers during this round 10 of the NASCAR Xfinity Series at the Best Racing Elite. It's an elite, so if you have a name of elite in that means you're the best of the best. Certainly today, Corey was the best of the best. Number 20 machine beat Austin Smith, but whether that'll be debated or not, Michael Smith out there, I would say Austin. Yeah, Austin lifted. But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, the results are on the screen. Corey won the race.
And Corey did win the race as well, and a great job there once more. So, great broadcast, guys. Thank you, Michael Smith. Very much appreciated for that one there as well. Are we likely to be having a chat with any of the drivers there, Biggles?
If they jump into the trailer right now, we'll have a bit of a yarn. I know, James, you have to be departing, my dear friend, because, you know, whatever the godly hours at the moment, it is there. On
20 to 4
England, United England, hello. My dear peasants, I'm not going to
Why
do the
does
Queen.
everybody think we talk all like
Yeah, you don't even
posh?
drink. You drink more coffee in the United Kingdom than they do in the United States.
Yeah, I don't drink tea.
Tea.
I'm not a
That's
tea
what I'm
lover.
saying.
My wife is a tea lover. I'm clearly not. But Biggles, you enjoy having a yarn with the drivers there. To speak to Corey, well, I threw it in there, lol. You did. Come and have a chat with Biggles, Corey. Tell us all about your great maneuver there, son. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I'm going to have a listen back at the interview tomorrow. But from me, guys, I'm bailing out. I'm going to leave Biggles with the end here as well. Biggles, have a good one, bud.
Thank you, boss man. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
There you go. Anybody want to have a bit of a chin wagging with myself? You are all welcome to. Don't leave me alone in the booth. I get my pet dingo in here. Anybody want to chat? Andrew Teff, perhaps, wants to have a bit of a chin wagon. I'm going to pull him in here. No, Corey's in. Corey! Congratulations, my dear friend. You got it.
Oh, no. I didn't get that win.
Yes, you did, my friend, because on the statistics right now on the screen, race results say Corey P1 for the Midwest Motorsports team.
Nah, I was disqualified on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Ah, well, I threw it in there. Wall road. I mean, it's typical.
It's
That's
legal?
normally what happens.
Is it
Yeah.
not?
It's up in the air. We did it at practice, me and Austin, and I said, man, if I'm 7/10 to you, I could possibly make this work. And I was a bit closer, and I just for a fun race, I just threw it in there.
Did you think you would be able to get him towards the end? Because you were catching him at a drastic pace. Do you think you had the pace there. Do you think it was tire differences or anything, or fuel? What was happening?
I would have had to move him. For sure, I would have had to move him.
That's okay. That's legal.
He was good. Yeah, he had the bottom. But yeah, I was just, like I said, it was a fun race. So
You can see that right now. He went straight on the inside there. And I love that part. It's okay. It'll buff out. It's okay.
Yeah. Just trying to throw some excitement in here. So.
But overall, you gained 5 positions in this race. You had 7 pit stops as well. Yeah. How was your overall race?
Yeah, overall it was pretty fun. It was a good practice for next week. So kind of puts me where I stand at it. So if it plays out like that, then at least I know I have a top 3 car. So
if you what about qualifying? Because you had to gain essentially 6 positions at this point. Like, get yourself
Yeah,
at the front of the field there, especially on a track like this, right, when you're going to expect a lot of cautions. Best to be at the front, right?
Yeah. So first lap, I had a pretty decent lap. Coming into my second lap, I got a little loose and screwed up my second lap. So second lap would have been faster, would have put me up a little higher, but I just got to fix that second lap.
How does one do that? Real quick there, sorry, like as a driver, like preparing for a race and practicing.
Yeah, just put laps out there.
But how do you put laps in racing conditions? But as you said, because just doing a solo lap by yourself around a track doing your times is fine. But and I'm on board with you right now on the first lap of the race. Like how you can't prepare for that. The only way to do it is to race.
Right. Yeah. I know Andrew. He has these sessions already pre-built, so you can test through his conditions that he has set for that race. So that's one good thing that he does. That everybody can be testing for future races on whatever the race is going to be set at, for as far as time, temperature, stuff like that. So just doing that. As far as everything else, just get out there and just get better. I'm always better at the end of the race than I am at the beginning of the race. I know that first run I kind of burnt my right front up, so had to fix that, get a little better, and kind of started checking up my corners a little bit better and rolling through, and then was able to kind of maintain it with Austin. I know every time we pit, we discuss what everybody on the team's tires are at, kind of to see what everybody needs to do. So it's getting better where we're all kind of staying about the same number. So definitely helping each other out.
You had your fan club out there at the moment for the team, which teams obviously as teams drivers speaking to each other during a race is another key element. As you'd mentioned, at some points it looks like somebody's going to stick their nose up the inside there and go 3 wide. In this track overall, like all right, you were impressive. Austin was impressive. Anybody else that you're worried about going into the rest of the season? Like, what other drivers scares you a little bit?
He's always up there, so he's always a contender.
Who?
Andrew
Teff, yeah. He finished in P3 just behind you.
Yeah. Kinsley, he's always up at the front. Seems to be like he maybe burns his stuff out near the end of runs. But if he could, tune that in, he's going to be a contender. And then Ronnie Norman. I mean, Ronnie Norman's always fast in the Xfinity series, so he's not racing today, but I'm assuming he will be come Wednesday. And he's always up there. So
excellent, Corey. Congratulations, of course. 5 positions gained there from in qualifying performance with the extra pit stop over Austin Smith as well, too. 7 pit stops that you had, 6 that he had. Anybody you'd like to thank here this evening?
You guys for broadcasting. Andrew for putting this Saturday fun little league up. It's also great practice for us. And next week's definitely the Chili Bowl, so I'm looking forward to that one. And then my team at Midwest Motorsports.
Thank you, Corey. I mean, it's fun, but it's also racing experience, I have to say, any day of the week, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. Seat time. It's the best way to get better.
Seat time. Never heard that one. Thank you very much, Corey. Crodwell and the number 20 Ford machine. Getting it done, delivering it here for the Racers Elite Mixed Series Round 10 on the Nascar Infinity. I don't actually have these cars before. I had to buy it from iRacing. But Richmond Raceway, the double R's, have got it all done there for the double C's of Corey. Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't think there's anybody else here this evening wants to have a bit of a yarn to me, so I think we're going to have to call that one because the boss man had to go to bed. But the races are done and dusted here this evening. It's been fantastic. Hope everybody has had a fantastic time. Of course, you all in the chat there. Michael Smith, you'd be very proud of Austin Smith leading majority of the race there. And it seemed to me that he was going to throw up the inside there. But it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because the timing sheets will show, of course, the man that won the race. So you throw it. At the end of the day, it only matters whether or not you get your name at the top of the timesheets. And Corey did. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Of course, the Racers Elite Mixed Series. Get all the information on Discord if you want to join this fantastic racing league. They have a lot of fun, as you heard from those drivers, and we have a lot of fun producing and broadcasting it. This has been JPB Broadcasting with James Parfitt and myself, Dean Biggles. Have yourself a fantastic evening. Good night. Take care.